is Arunava Chaudhuri and you are on my YouTube channel Arunfoot. Today I want to ask the question, why Mohun Bagan Supergiant? Why? I still haven't heard any logical answer from anybody anywhere in regard to why the Indian Super League champions, Indian Super League Cup winners opted out of playing their away match in the AFC Champions League 2 away to Sepahan SC in Isfahan in Iran. They did it last year against Tractor. And last year, yes, there were some reasons around it. But the decision, the way it was taken, the decision, the way it was announced, the decision on how to defend it, all raises more questions than it actually answers. And that to me is really the big concern. Other teams have travelled this week to Iran to play their matches in the AFC Champions League or Champions League 2. Indian officials, like someone like my namesake Arunava Bhattacharya, or Tinku as he's called, travelled as a match commissioner to Iran. But the National Club of India, I said the double ISL winners of last season, once more did not travel to Iran. It is, first of all, an embarrassment and a disrespect of the fans of Mohun Bagan Supergiant. It is the same for the fans and supporters of Indian football. And it is a global disgrace to Indian football what Mohun Bagan Supergiant have done. If you think it is not safe to travel to play in Iran, why are you committing to play and represent India in this competition? Why did Mohun Bagan Supergiant not opt out of this? And some other club took it on them to play in this AFC Champions League 2. That the club cites the security of its players, of its officials, of its coaches, and that their families have expressed concern is all understandable on one side, right? But on the other side, that you put out statements after the draw was done of the AFC Champions League 2 that Sepahan was in touch with you. Sepahan supposedly was offering to organize an aircraft, a plane for you, that they would look after you. And suddenly, as we got closer and closer to the match date, first there was a topic of, some of the foreigners, then suddenly all foreigners, suddenly then, even your Indian players didn't want to travel. This could and should have been handled differently. Supposedly there was a request to the AFC to play this game at a neutral venue, which, as far as I understand, that request was never made. And then in your club statement, Mohun Supergiant said that they would go to CAS to seek a fair resolution and safeguards its interest. It is a disgrace for the National Club of India to try and go to CAS in such a case where there is no case. And for example, in the matter of Anwar Ali, you didn't go to CAS. So the more I've been thinking about this, the more that I've thought about this, it raises more and more questions about Mohun Bagan Supergiant in the way that they are controlled and managed. Who is taking these kind of decisions? Because now Mohun Bagan Supergiant will get banned by the AFC for at least 2 years. And the slim chances of defending a direct AFC Champions League 2 slot and that one slot in the qualifiers is becoming more and more difficult to close to impossible because FC Goa and their group were difficult anyway. The fans of Mohun Bagan Supergiant have had a hard pujo, I guess, with the decision taken by their management. And they need to ask them again and again and again, why? Why was this decision taken? And who is responsible for it? Where, for once in Indian football, is there accountability of a decision taken which is not in the best interest of the club and of Indian football? If, for example, the foreigners didn't want to travel, like Mumbai City did 2 seasons ago, you could have travelled with an all-Indian squad with Indian coaches in charge. This is a national shame, and it needs to be made clear that this is unacceptable. I said it last year, and I say it once again this year. And Mohun Bagan don't apply to play in continental competitions in the near future because no one is taking you seriously. What do you guys think? You agree? Do you disagree with me? You've got something else to add? Write those things down in the comments below. So always like, share, and subscribe to Arunfoot here on YouTube. Visit my other social medias. Visit arunfoot.com, and I'll be back very soon. Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.